Good afternoon, folks. It is a beautiful Thursday out there, but unfortunately, things might come to an end here soon with this nice weather. But I got more in today here in a second. But first, look at this beautiful sunrise from Northwest Children's Hospital this morning. Beautiful sunrise, clouds rolling in, and we're going to see more of that as we go into the weekend. But currently, we're sitting in high to mid 60s. Currently, around Northwest Arkansas, we could even hit the 70s in Fayetteville and Fort Smith. But we have a system coming in this weekend and even some severe storms tonight that could cause us some trouble. Let's get into that. So, National Weather Service has a marginal risk on us today. That is a fair assessment, I'd say. They do have a 2% tornado risk to our east, though, but I don't think that's necessarily what it should be. I think they should expand it to right about here. And I say that because when you look at a lot of our instability later, and I'll show you that, and our dew points, we're going to have way more moisture available and a decent enough instability to be able to form some supercells. Wind, not much of a risk at all. But we do have a risk for hail since these are supercells that we could be facing. So let's get into kind of the timing of this. 4 p.m. today, we could start to see our first bit of precip come up. You can see it right about here. You can see it there. It is our first little bit of moisture. I think it's going to kick off around 4. Some models say 5, I think 4. With our moisture pushing in, and let me show you that. With our moisture pushing in, you can see, and also, let me point this out real quick. This is not correct. I think this is going to push more to the north. I think we're going to have probably dark greens in this area by 5 o'clock. That's going to allow these storms to get formed up and going, and once these storms go, they're going to go. Now, for Cape, what I was talking about with instability, this is big. So we're sitting at around 5 to 1,000 joules per kilogram, which is a good amount. That is enough for storms to form and be tornadic. But our only issue with that is that there isn't as much of a equilibrium. And the equilibrium is the height of the storm. You can see that all the photographs and the sounding is screaming, marginal tornado. Or it's not screaming it, but it is pointing it out to you. You can see right here is our little bit of instability. It's enough. And we have this big gap here where we could end up having, and here, let me shade it in a little bit to help you out here. Right here, we have this little gap. That's kind of textbook for hail. We could see some hail. How big? In all honesty, probably no bigger than dime. If we get more than dime, I'd be quite surprised. So as we move towards when this comes in, the supercell composite, which is basically what the chances are of it being a supercell, are about a 4, which when you look at the scale, it's not that much. It's fairly low down, but still, the fact that it's there can be concerning. And even the significant tornado parameter is quite low, which is a great thing. Do I think these are going to be strong tornadoes? Absolutely not. But can we rule out anything? No. And this is because literally yesterday in Wisconsin, it was a 2% marginal risk day, and there's a particularly dangerous tornado that happened, and some of the reports were quite bad. But not everything's going to be like that. So let's hope for the best there and prepare for the worst. But we still got to worry about all of these storms. This is going to be worried. This is going to cause isolated hail or even tornadoes, or even just in general. It may not even happen. That happens. It may not even happen. We shall see. But as we come towards Saturday and Sunday, here is our next system. Saturday at around 6 a.m.-ish, we might have some mist starting to roll in. That's nothing. Saturday's just going to be a gross day in general. Rain moves out around 1 a.m.-ish, though. Coming in towards 6 a.m.-ish, 7 a.m.-ish, we're going to start to see the potential for a mist coming, and then 10 a.m., rain is back. But here's the intriguing thing, and this doesn't show it because it's too far out for the model, but this bit of wrapping snow is going to come back around, and it's going to leave a bit of a saturated area here, and where we will see quite a bit of probably, I'd say probably 1 to 4 inches, to be honest. And a lot of the models, including the National Weather Service's blended models, are agreeing up to an inch at least. No matter what, we're going to get snow in this. I would highly I'd be highly surprised if we had any more or like any less than half an inch. Now Fort Smith down here, y'all, I'm being be honest with y'all, y'all probably ain't gonna see some. So y'all will be good up here. Northwest Arkansas, Bentonville, Fayetteville, you could see a decent amount. Now, when you look at our systems here, this is a blend of all the models put together. Some of them have it really high, up 12 inches. I mean, are you kidding me, man? That's insane. No, not gonna happen. But a lot of the models are agreeing again, 1 to 3, or 1 to 4. So that is our system coming up. Here's a review. Possible severe storms tonight, capable of tornadoes and dime-sized hail. Saturday, ugly day, mist. It's going to be bad. Sunday, heavy rain starts to come in. Could actually see some thunder or two. It wouldn't rule it out. And then Sunday into Monday, during the Super Bowl hours, snow will start to fall. How much? It is to be determined. It is not known at this time, but as time gets closer, I'll provide an update for y'all. This is why Puck and I will see y'all next time.